So you so much boy can say so I'm back from you to it. Make sure you like and subscribe and you always watch the full video. We're
Man,
on the
what's
1090
up,
Jake spree
everybody?
today.
Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Bronx drill rapper Dthang being picked up in Miami for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Now off the streets as investigators tie their ballistics to at least 6 different shootings, calling the gang members, who they say pulled the triggers, ruthless.
These defendants allegedly engaged in gun violence, committing 6 shootings, one of which injured a rival gang member.
Your money, don't do that, money. Don't do that, money. That's the opposition. And more than who walked in the top of Blizzle. That's the job of mission. You walk in the air, that's your job of kicking it like.
This gang would
Did this nigga just get out?
In the vicinity of schools, MTA buses, even in close proximity to Times Square.
Yo! He said, oh.
Guarantee they watching all. I said it thousand times, especially on this channel alone, but especially on a music reaction channel because I be reacting to, like, rappers and drill rappers. We're like, bro, going live with your op is, what are you niggas doing? How do you go live with your op? And then y'all sitting there having a whole conversation. Y'all diss each other here and there, but y'all still having a conversation, nigga. You always have the conversation, bro. Let's end it. If y'all gonna have a conversation, let's have that conversation. Because again, bro, I don't get it. I don't get it at this stage in life, bro. 2025. I don't see how niggas are still being young. I mean, not young, but like still being reckless and dumb. Like exposing, posting anything on the internet. You're self snitching. Snitching is supposed to be a bad rule, against the rules of anything, breaking the rules, whatever. And you niggas be doing it like it's cool. All in the camera like this. Like police can't stop the video, slow it down, get the serial number, and now they know you got a stolen pistol. You know you can't. You know you didn't buy no real one because you can't. Because more likely you got a record.
Tan and black gun tracked on social media and YouTube, where investigators say gang members posing as aspiring rappers bragged about violence, targeting their rivals, and animal cruelty.
New York drill is in shambles after Ricos have literally destroyed the genre by locking up the biggest artists. Specifically in the Bronx, the rivalry between Dthang and K-Flock was worth millions. But instead of lavish mansions and expensive cars, both rappers ended up on Rikers Island in neighboring cells. Back in 2022, Dthang was one of 23 gang members from River Park Towers, more commonly known as RPT, to be indicted. Charges range from conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, possession of weapons, multiple shootings, and even killing a pigeon on live. Dthang would be sentenced to 3 to 5 years in New York State prison and be released in early 2024. Everyone was under the impression that Bronx drill was back and more powerful as ever after it appeared French Montana signed Dthang, gifting him not only a chain, but allegedly $1 million in cash.
I remember this. I seen this. I posted it and everything. Follow Wrist on Media. But didn't he throw it away or take it off or something? Because I think somebody else gave him another chain.
I know that.
Coke Boys family.
I know that. Look at
my heart. Welcome back.
But things aren't always as they seem. And Dthang would clarify in an interview with DJ Academics that he isn't signed. It would need $5 million to even consider it.
Wait, are you signed to French?
Nah, bro. Shout out to my son French though. Nah.
What you need right now to sign like a label, man? What Atlantic need to pay you? Or Capital? You know, Capital been tracking everybody.
It's just gonna keep going up. God, buddy. It's just gonna keep going up.
Yeah, what you want?
I need like 5 right now. That's how I'm feeling.
5 M's?
5 right now. Say that right now.
Unfortunately, since his release,
That's a crazy number. But you gotta know your worth. You gotta know your worth. Especially if he's already getting a lot of money on his own, don't need the label. The label needs you. That's what artists be failing to realize, bro. You're the talent. Without the talent, without the rappers, the label is nothing. That's like a barbershop. If you ain't got nobody to come in there, you ain't got no clientele, you got to close shop. That's how we see how rappers still to this day getting finesse. Yes, I know you're hungry. Yes, I know that you want some money, but you gotta know your worth. If they coming to you, they coming to you for a reason. They ain't coming to you for nothing. They come to you because they see the percentage that you damn near don't even see. They know I'm finna make a ticket off this nigga, and you don't even see the ticket that you could possibly make. 1 in 5 mil. Again, that's a crazy big number, but hey, NBA players getting it, and all they doing is dribbling the ball.
Dthang's songs have yet to reach the level he was hitting before his incarceration. It's almost as if the rivalry between him and K-Flock is what kept the fans wanting more music, and without that rivalry, many have seemed to lose interest. But now Dthang has found himself back in handcuffs, back in court, and possibly facing even more prison time. June 29th, 2025, 22-year-old Daniel Collins, aka Dthang, was booked into Miami's TGK Correctional Center on one count of being a felon in possession of a firearm. A crime we've seen time and time again committed by rappers, especially those visiting Miami. A YouTube channel by the name of Rocky would upload a video of Dthang's first court appearance, and the judge would grant a $15,000 bond. With only 10% needed for release, Dthang would only have to pay $1,500. So why has he remained in jail the last few days?
Is it Mr. Collins?
They
Mr.
ain't
Daniel
got it,
Collins.
though.
How you doing?
It looks like he was released from prison last year, and that crime also involves a firearm.
But he has probation, is what you're saying?
Right, it says parole. He may be on parole because it says 1826. And then it says parole discharge 1825. So he may have gotten off of parole in January.
The judge would go over if Dthang fully completed his parole from prison, or if the state technically still had custody over him, as parole is nothing more than doing time, just in the free world. Looking at the Miami-Dade jail site, it would appear Dthang has a fugitive warrant from out of state requiring extradition. I'm going to go as far as taking a guess that Dthang was on some form of parole, violated with this new offense, and now New York State is requesting he be extradited back to face punishment. If this is true,
that's probably why he
wouldn't
can't
even
bond
be
out
the
yet.
worst punishment he faces. Being a felon in possession of a firearm in the state of Florida carries up to 15 years in state prison with a 3-year minimum mandatory sentence, meaning you're doing 3 years mandatory on top of whatever the judge adds on.
3 years,
but being
bro,
a felon
for
in
a pistol?
possession is also a 922G, the federal law that prohibits felons from possessing firearms. Pooh Shiesty would be a great example in this case. He was sentenced to over 5 years in federal prison for a gun conspiracy charge in Miami. What this means is, depending on how strong the evidence is against...
The only thing about it though, like especially like being Dthang, like you make a lot of crazy lyrics, you make a lot of diss tracks, you feel me? So therefore, you gotta have a pistol, you gotta have something on you. So therefore, this time that he's facing should be damn near expected. Bruh, what else are you gonna do? You can't, once you, especially if you're a felon, it's not like you can go get one legally anymore. That's over.
Dthang, he may face a federal indictment and the possibility of up to 10 years in federal prison. If a gun was found on him, he's pretty much done, as there isn't any room for an argument aside from an illegal search. But if a gun was found near him, or even better, near multiple people but nobody claimed it, that would fall under constructive possession, and his defense would stand a much stronger chance. Either way, guns in hip-hop have seemingly either killed rappers or killed their careers, as nobody prospers behind bars. It will always be cheaper to get a gun than hire security, but the risk by far is not worth the reward. Very rarely have we seen rappers defend themselves with a gun, and ironically, that's exactly why Dthang's main enemy, K-Flock, is going to prison. He was approached by a rival who was armed, killed him in self-defense, but still found himself indicted and facing forever. We'll just have to wait and see.
That case, I don't, that case block thing, I don't get that one, boy. Like, how you knock a nigga down in self? I mean, you still are in possession of having one, but this, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the whole case. So look, if you see the whole case, did the nigga that he knocked down have a pistol too? If he had one too, bruh, like, if he didn't have one, he would have got knocked down. Again, so these rules are needed. Some are crazy, but sometimes they keep us like we are kids, bro. Or like we just, I don't know. I don't know. For the K Flock thing, the nigga should have minded his business, bro. You're in a whole barbershop, sitting down, doing whatever you're doing. You want to come out and bother somebody that's walking down the street. Like,
how this plays out for Dthang. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be blunt. Like I said, bro has some fire music and hands down has the best off the radar freestyle out of any fucking body. I still feel like he holds that title. I haven't seen anything on Off the Radar that compares to when Dthang went up there. You just felt it, you know what I mean? You could feel it. He's talking about getting out of the hood. Like, it's just everything about that freestyle was legendary. The music, mid-beef, was crazy. But the fact that K-Flop wasn't in the streets and he got out and went back to making music, it just wasn't hitting the same, and the views are evidence of that, you know? I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows at this time, the full details as to what took place with the gun. We don't know if he got caught dead to rights with it. We don't know if it was in the car. We don't know if it was on the ground and there was 10 people and they snatched everybody and Dthang was one of them. We don't know the details. That's gonna be major though. But I'll say this. If he gets federally indicted, he's doing time. And the average time for being a felon in possession of a firearm federally that they get sentenced to is about 4 to 5 years. Career killer. He just wrapped up whatever he did, like 3.
That's crazy.
You get hit with another 5 on top of that. Career's done. The whole music scene done changed. All these new rappers are coming up.
But
it's a career
when you get out, you better hop on Twitch.
And it's like I said, yeah, it's cheaper to buy a gun. It's cheaper to get a gun from the streets. But the thing is this, right? Investing in security is investing in yourself. Your safety for one, and your security in the fact that you're not going to get locked the fuck up.
Man,
I know a lot of people feel better having their own shit because no one's going to do it for you like you will. But there's a reason Floyd Mayweather isn't walking around carrying guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he don't got street ties though.
There are some situations like King Von is said to have had hired security than.
But he left them niggas behind.
That's a terrible situation. But like I said, Floyd Mayweather doesn't have to carry a gun. He's got a shitload of security. And obviously that costs a bit more. The president doesn't have to carry a gun. He's got the Secret Service. So it's like, yes, it costs. But like I said, it's an investment. You're going to make way more money in the streets without having to go to court and fighting cases. Or being incarcerated and being stuck inside a fucking jail. Right. And the fact that they want to extradite him most likely to New York, he's going to have to deal with that shit. So he's going to go from Miami-Dade County Jail. Yeah,
well, like, even though most of the work or damage has already been done, but like, even for like how Jake just said, like, you know, getting security, that's an investment. But once you start making that investment, you got to stop with the diss tracks. That's what people still don't get to, like in today's time. Like, a diss track is public humiliation. Somebody is going to come see you about that. Somebody, someday, is going to come see you about that diss track. No, especially when you make a diss track and then you start having people, like, you ain't having people, but other people from different cities, different states, whatever, get to rapping the lyrics. You know that now that's really humiliating now. Like, look how many like songs that are real crazy diss tracks, and then people, most of them people ain't here. They're not here no more. A month later, 2 months later, a year later, they're gone. What you talking? You said who? I gotta stop with that, bro. Again, bro. People, you're even if the thing that you're trying to join has been there since the '60s, people are you people are still getting wiped out every single time. Yes, it might be millions of them. They might be in 10, 13, 15 different states, but they're still losing people left to right. And so I don't see how it's like when you know something is a failure. I don't see how people can just go join into it. Like when you're young, 13, 12, you're still young and dumb minded. So therefore, hey, that is when it starts. But like once you 16, 17, you're trying to go join, then you're even dumber because you should know.
Back to Rikers Island before anything gets figured out. And then if the extradition shit in New York is whatever, and the feds decide to step in, now he's gonna go back to Florida and he's gonna be in the Miami Federal Detention Center until that gets figured out. The whole situation is fucked. So for the youth out there, don't do any dumb shit. Keep your record clean until you can legally carry. Florida, 21 years old. You can carry your Glock, your Extendo, whatever the fuck. All that is legal. Just don't do anything that would make it illegal. And if you're a rapper, stop blowing the money on strippers and jewelry. Blow it on security. The people that are going to keep your career intact, your safety a priority. It is an investment, and it is an investment in you. But hey, let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the comments.
Speaking facts though, bro, like I said, bro, especially today's time, bro. If you're thinking you finna start a squad, join a squad that's finna outlast all the other squads, and it's not gonna happen. The streets don't have a retirement plan. Even when you're old, you still gotta worry about the young nigga that still might try to knock you down.